What is up, Drum Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Alleged victim number 3. Still on this Danny Duncan stuff. Are we ever going to end? Women just keep reaching out to us, and it's not just a claim, it's they filed a police report. But before we get into that story, we need to talk about the big fight this weekend. We are talking about Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley 2. A brand new promo came out on Jake Paul's YouTube channel, and dude, this promo is amazing. Because guys, remember, after the first fight, Jake Paul said if Tyron Woodley got a tattoo, I love Jake Paul, Jake would fight him again. Well, Tyron actually got that tattoo, and then Jake just didn't fight him, but then somehow ended up getting to fight him because Fury drops out. I mean, the story and the backstory behind this is insane, and the first fight was so close. I'm so excited to see this fight. That's why I'm actually flying there to see it. But listen, if you guys know who's gonna win this fight, you gotta check out my bookie. My sponsor, my bookie, is running an amazing promotion for the Paul versus Woodley fight. My bookie has the best odds for this Paul versus Woodley 2 fight. And listen, you can even double your first deposit up to $1,000 by signing up to my bookie and using code KEEM. Hey, if you know who's gonna win this fight, put your money where your mouth is. Link in the description. Make sure you sign up to my bookie using code KEEM. And remember, up to $1,000 on your first deposit, they'll match it. You put $1,000 in, now you got $2,000 to bet with. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main story. The Danny Duncan saga continues. Roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Diana on the line, alleged victim number 3. Ever since we started covering this Danny Duncan story, so many women have reached out to us. It's just unbelievable. Why exactly, Diana, did you reach out to us?
It was really encouraging to see Eva come out and share her story. And for me, it was personally extremely tormenting to continue seeing Danny have the platform that he has, even though he's a P-word and doesn't deserve access to any minors at all.
Now, the way I understand it is you were in high school. You were a senior in high school. You liked a tweet or an Instagram post or something, and then Danny Duncan reaches out to you. Is that correct?
Yeah, I replied to one of his tweets saying, "What the have you been up to?" Because he tweeted something really weird. And I guess he went through my pictures, found my Snapchat, added me, and immediately sent me a snap, which I thought was I don't know, I really thought he was trolling.
So you start talking to him on Snap. How long until it's,
Well, first of all, I immediately told him that I was 17 because at the time I was a fan and I thought he should know. And he played it off as, oh, I just want to be friends. So maybe for a week or two before he started asking for pictures and sending some himself.
And so you're sending pictures, he's sending pictures. It sounds like every other story. What's a little different in your case? Well, not different than the first one, but you actually live in LA, and at the time Danny was in LA, correct?
Yeah, he had just moved to LA, and in his first apartment, he had me skip school so that I could meet him for the first time.
So
I was a minor. He was well aware that I was a minor, and I was skipping high school to go see him.
And the two of you hooked up?
He tried to engage in sorry. But it hurt too much. And then after he asked for me to perform oral, not once but twice, and he finished both times, which I thought was really interesting.
So you're 17. All right. How old is Danny Duncan at the time?
He's 7 years older than me, so he must have been 24. And it wasn't even 3 minutes that I was in his apartment before he started kissing me.
Okay, so that's if the story you're saying is true, that is illegal. All right, in the state of California, age of consent is 18. And regardless, just like all these other cases, it doesn't matter if you're sending pictures back and forth with anyone under the age of 18. That's against the law. Have you filed a police report?
Yes, I did. I filed the police report July 1st of this year.
July 1st, 2021, this year, you filed a police report. Now, have you heard anything from that? Because look, here's something I want our viewers to understand. Every woman that we've interviewed in reference to this Danny Duncan story has claimed that they filed a police report, so there's a lot of pushback online, and of course, that's a given with how popular Danny is. Clout chasing and this and that. I feel like if someone's willing to go lie to the police, which I believe is a crime, filing a false police report is a crime. If someone's willing to do that, I feel like they should be heard. People should pay attention if they're willing to file a police report.
Yeah, and it's already scary as is coming out against an abuser that has a lot of power. So I would just encourage people to stop victim blaming, and if they want to be P-word sympathizers, a P-word apologists, and that's up to them, but like to leave people alone because it's already harmful and scary enough.
So what are the next steps? You haven't heard from the police at all?
I've been told that they were trying to get a district attorney on my case, but I haven't heard anything concrete yet. I did let Danny know via Instagram that I had filed a report and that I'm just waiting until he gets registered as a offender.
Well, we do have text messages, that you submitted going back and forth between you and Danny. How did he act when you told him all this?
When I first confronted him, he acted surprised, like if he didn't know why I was so upset, when he had literally conditioned me to be extremely low maintenance and ruined a lot of my first experiences. So he just acted surprised. I think he tried to calm me down and then immediately blocked me after. So that was his reaction.
Unbelievable. Well, guys, we're going to stay on this Danny Duncan story, and the way it's set up right now, and of course things could change, but next drama alert will be alleged victim number 4. This is going to go on for quite some time. This is much bigger than we ever realized. I don't even know how to end this.
I would urge Danny to respond as soon as possible if he has anything to say.
I doubt he's going to say anything.
But well, that's why I'm just saying myself.
What can he say?
Nothing. He's guilty.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to leave it right there. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. If you want to keep up to date on this Danny Duncan story and the other stories we're covering, make sure you're subscribed with those notifications on.